Hello, welcome back to our subject, which is all about the contemporary world. And this is the last pre-recorded videos in our subject, contemporary world. Finally, last na lang dyan siya. Gamay na lang. And we are still in chapter 4, the last part of chapter 4, the global interstate system. So we are done with these topics. And for the last topic, we are targeting to finish. Of course, we need to finish these 3 remaining topics. The globalization and globalism, informationalism, and global citizenship. I think there are 9 or 10 slides more. Okay, let's start with the globalization and globalism. So we are done with the definition of globalization. And now, baliko na po nato kung unsa ang globalization with globalism. So, first, you probably think about links, connections, and interrelatedness of things, people, and countries when you encounter the word globalization. However, when compared to the term globalism, ang globalization would be better described as the increase or decline in the degree of globalism. So, what then is globalism? So, globalism refers to the network of connections that transcends distance or different countries in the world. So, in other words, the links among countries and people are better associated with globalism, while the speed in which they become linked with one another is globalization. Okay? And we can also differentiate globalism and globalization in terms of its thickness. And that's according to Ney year 2002. Globalism is thin. As it becomes thicker, muna nang gitawag na globalization. Okay? So this means that being able to connect countries in the world through a more dynamic and faster way is globalization. And let us take global trade as an example. So in the past, the Silk Road, di ba, na-discuss na ito ng Silk Road sa tuang readings in Philippine history nga mo ni siya gihanan to transport and export foods. Mana siya ang Silk Road, or the shortcut, the shortest way para ma-import and export ang mga services. So again, let's take global trade as an example. So in the past, the Silk Road served as the trade routes among countries in Europe and in Asia. Aside from the trade of silk between the continents, other products, even illegal ones, were exchanged among traders and consumers. In addition, the cultural interactions among people were made through their trades. However, they were felt by a relatively small group of people, most especially those who were actually on the road and did the trades. And the connections were not intense nor thick. So in contrast to the contemporary world, globalism becomes increasingly thick, and that's according to Ney year 2002. And that's the end of globalization and globalism. So again, ang globalism, mo na siya ang globalism is thin. That's according to Ney. And in other words, mo na siya ang mo ta akong gingan gay nasa kanidri a network of connections that transcends distance or different countries in the world. Or mo na siya ang it links among i-link niya ang mga countries and people to have a better associated with globalism. And that is globalism. So our next topic is all about the informationalism. So informationalism. The difference between globalization and globalism is the speed and thickness or intensity of connections. Mo din sila ang ilahang differences. The speed and thickness or the intensity of connections. Nevertheless, people are connected with one another, whether as a small community or a large country. But the question now is about the type of connection that exists and begins to increase in the contemporary world. So the answer of this question lies on the growth of information as the binding force among people, things, and places around the globe. And this technological paradigm associated with computer science and modern telecommunication that replaces industrialism is called informationalism. So, ang informationalism with S are technology, mo sila ang technology, media, and the internet. So it is not to say that we do not need to produce material goods such as factories, clothes, and food. Rather, exchanging information and knowledge, which is clearly immaterial goods, become essential in the contemporary world. And our next topic and the last topic is all about the global citizenship. So citizenship is associated with rights and obligation. For example, the right to vote and obligation to pay taxes, and that is citizenship. So both rights and obligations link the individual to the state. And it also has to do our attitude. We need to be willing to engage and spend time and effort to the community of which we feel part of. And the global citizenship does not automatically entail a single attitude and a particular value with globalization. And we must, again, we must remember that globalization is not a single phenomenon. Rather, there are many globalizations. Therefore, to end our topic in chapter 4, especially in this global citizenship. So global citizenship is a way of living that recognizes our world as an increasingly complex web of connections and interdependencies. So a world in which our choices and actions may have repercussions for people and communities locally, nationally, and internationally. So global citizenship nurtures people or nurtures personal respect and respect for others where they live. And also the global citizenship, it encourages individuals to think deeply and critically about what is equitable and just, and what is minimize harm to our planet. Exploring global citizenship themes help learners, or it helps us, or it helps you grow more confident in standing up for their beliefs and more skilled in evaluating the ethics and impact of your decision. And that's the end of our discussion in chapter 4. And that's the end of our topic in our subject, the contemporary world. Thank you so much. And I hope that you learned something new for today. And if wala man, please rewatch this pre-recorded video until you observe and until you learned this pre-recorded video. Thank you so much and have a great day, everyone. Thank you.